Every year, for the past, well, I guess 2 years, I don't make it every year, but whatever. I make my own Christmas card and I try to create a smile or a laugh with it. Handed one out the first year I did it. Kind of did some stupid things, and then actually did another one last year that I put on Facebook. Wasn't probably too appropriate to hand out at work. So anyway, this year I'm going to document making a treat for my coworkers at work. This is actually a very old recipe from my grandma Whitney for sugar cookies that we've kind of adapted into an every year Christmas treat that I make. Me and my wife make. She actually doesn't let me in the kitchen that much for various reasons. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I'm going to kind of document the making of these cookies, and then hopefully I'll be out at work handing these out to the people I work with. However it turns out, I want to wish everybody a great holiday season. Hope you have a great time with your family. So here we go.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye, oh, come.
This is He Squirrely of 105.1 News Talk Radio bringing you a news update. Evidently, there's a situation that has developed on the south side of town, just outside the city limits. There's medical personnel, fire department, and sheriff's department on site for this situation, and we've got numerous phone calls on it. We do have an eyewitness that claims to be a neighbor and witnessed what transpired, and was actually the one that called emergency personnel to arrive at the scene. So we're going to go to that caller and see what we can find out. Caller, please go ahead.
Oh yeah, me and my wife's out there in the backyard, and we've been hearing a lot of yelling and banging and all kinds of stuff going on over there all day, and don't really know what was going on. But I heard this big bang, and then sound like there's smoke alarms going off. And all of a sudden, the front door fly open, and there's two dogs come running out and start throwing up in the front yard. They're yakking everywhere. And then this white thing come running out the door. I thought it was a ghost or something. I didn't really know. All covered in white powder and stuff. And it started running down the driveway. And then the neighbor's wife come out. You know, that woman can't see. I think she's been lying about that because she had this burned up frying pan in her hand. And she slung that thing. You ever see them play disc golf out there at Muse Park? All them dope heads? Well, she slung that sucker, and it was like 3 feet off the ground, and it was rising, and that man turned around, it was all covered in white stuff, and that sucker hit him right in the forehead, knocked him down, and then the dogs that were yakking in the front yard, and they come over and one of them bit him on the butt. That's when I called the police. It was starting to get ugly.
Okay, caller, you said that you were outside with your wife evidently all day. What led up to this? What, before it got ugly in your description? Can you tell us what was going on all day? Is there something that led up to this or transpired that caused this that you know of?
Well, like I said, me and wife been out in the yard all day long. She hit a deer on the way home, so we was kind of fixing that up for Christmas dinner. We started all this yelling and screaming, and it just kept getting louder and louder. Pretty soon, the back door opened up. My neighbor come out. He had like a burnt up cookie pan, what it looked like, threw it in the backyard, covered up with leaves. I said, "Hey, what y'all doing over there?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just making some cookies to take out to work, some Christmas cookies. Y'all welcome to them when I get done. We'll make them some extra." I said, "Well, sure enough, I'd sure like some of them." So we went back cooking up that deer. I started hearing all this banging and all that. Well, you heard all that. I kind of feel sorry for them dogs, though. It was puking that stuff up, and it was black, and it was still smoking.
Okay, now you said that the two dogs came running out the front door and were throwing up in the front yard, and it appeared to be something black, and smoking was, evidently hot. Is that what it is? Is that what you're saying? Or, can you describe that to us, please?
Well, yeah, he was black and he was smoking. They was throwing that stuff up all over the place, dragging their butts on the ground. I mean, it was pitiful. I mean, them dogs, boy, they was sick. They was sick. And you could tell when that man hit the ground and a big pile of white dust flying up, they went for that buck. They bit that buck good. I think they called the vet.
Okay, caller, we appreciate you calling in. We're going to stay on top of the story, see if we can get some more information, then talk to some professionals at the scene. Once again, evidently on the south side of town, at a residential address, police, fire department, and EMTs have been called to a disturbance there, and evidently a veterinarian. Anyway, this is Heath Squirrely, 105.1 News Update. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
O come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, O come ye to Bethlehem.